The Message Carriers of Pennsylvania, whose mission is to advocate recovery from alcohol and drug addiction, hosted the 8th annual Rally for Recovery Walk and Run on September 7th in Pittsburgh at Frick Park. Here are the following highlights from the event.
Bless this day and bless somebody through the fruit and effort of this day to accept the fact that they do need recovery. And we thank you that you have given us the strength to believe you for bigger and brighter days. And we say, God, over our lives, Father, that the best is yet to come. We bless you for being God all by yourself. We bless you for your love and your grace. We bless you for your power and your strength. In Jesus' name we pray and thank you. Amen.
After the rally, we're going to have a lot of fun. I want y'all to enjoy life more abundantly because this is life. I want y'all to know that Message Carriers is a voice for people who have no voice. We are a face for people who are faceless. We are a place for people to have hope abundantly. We are the ones that will go to the legislators like Ed Gainey and Bill Peduto and these folks that got our lives in their hands. And we ask them to step up, make sure that these things are available to us. So this is why we're gathering today. We're joining with nationally where people across the country are celebrating recovery this month. So we're going to join the voices and we're going to talk about the many pathways and wellness to recovery. Let me not be remiss to all the other recovery planning committees that are here that have made the way. When you look on the literature, you'll see places like J Wellness, Sojourner House, Family Links, Power, Renewal. And if you look on the back of our shirt, you'll see the sponsors. So we love you guys. We want you to have a great time.
Good morning. I have greetings today from Tom Corbett, our governor. It says, it is my pleasure to join with Message Carriers of Pennsylvania Incorporated to welcome everyone gathered here today for the Rally for Recovery Walk Run in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Since its inception in 1996, Message Carriers of Pennsylvania has provided counsel and support to family members and individuals afflicted by addiction and mental health disorders. I commend all those associated with this organization for their commitment to guiding those in need through the recovery process and educating our communities about the effects of addiction and how it can be treated. Community service is an important tradition throughout the Commonwealth, and all those volunteering to organize this event deserve recognition for their efforts. As governor, and on behalf of all Pennsylvanians, I extend my sincere gratitude for your efforts to promote recovery from addiction. Please accept my best wishes for a memorable event. Signed, Tom Corbett, Governor, on this day, September 7th, 2013.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? Yes. Before I begin, is Robin here? Where Robin go? Because, you know, Robin be moving. Where Robin go? Robin, come here. I want to thank you because every year you make this happen. And this is really, really a why we celebrate, because we need to be reminded from where God has brought us. And so today, with everybody gathered here, they remember the hard times they went through. So this whole community, this whole city needs to say thank you. So I wanted you to come here so I can personally thank you for what you do to improve the lives of everybody daily. And I really appreciate your hard work and effort. So I just wanted to say thank you. I wanted to make sure I thank all of you, because a lot of times in communities, what we don't talk about is success stories. We can turn on the news, we can read the newspapers, and it's all negativity. But today the media needs to be at something like this. Because what that does is it has a domino effect, a multiplier, to allow people to know that no matter how low you think you are, if you have the will, there's a way, and there's always an organization that can help you, and it can start today. I want to talk about some things because I'm so happy to be here. I want to tell you why really this state needs you. This year my tone will be a little different because this state needs you. See, right now we're at a situation where in Health and Human Services, We've had a flatline budget, meaning that we have not had an increase to funding for health and human services. That cuts money every year because of the cost of inflation of what we can do to heal people. The only budget that got an increase was corrections. Now we got to talk about this. Rehabilitation, corrections. At some level, we got to understand that we can't warehouse everybody for things that they need to be rehabilitated on. We have an obligation to make sure that voices are heard. But we can only make sure our voices are heard if we coming together. See, on election day, we can't say we support certain people, support people that have our interests, but if it rains, snow, or for whatever reason, we don't show up at the polls, and the same people that's cutting the budget or not growing the budget or getting back in office, it's hurting our community. It's hurting our community. And so today I come and ask, whenever we hear, particularly about state candidates running, county candidates running, governor candidates running, that you make sure they care enough that they're going to fund health and human services so that we make sure that we got money for rehabilitation and it's coming to organizations that's right here today. See, that's something that we control. We, the people, control that. And we need it. And so today I wanted to come and say a couple things. One, thank you. Thank you for being a beacon of light in the community in the city of Pittsburgh. Thank you for the change that you did. And thank you for showing the ones that you're bringing behind you that they can too, because your story is the testimony of what hope is truly about. I want to say thank you today.
Hey, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? Thank you. Yeah. And the sun is shining on so many people that are here today. You know, this is a great community because this is a community that believes in itself. Those that are in recovery, who've been in recovery for a long time, are reaching down and pulling up those that are struggling right now to help themselves to build a better world. And you know what? You're going to do it. And for those that are struggling, look up and see how beautiful it is. Look around you and see how many other people understand exactly where you are and are here to help you to make your life better. Somebody asked me when I came in, they said, why is a politician here? You know where we usually go? Ribbon cuttings, to celebrate buildings being built. You know how you rebuild a community? With people. And this is a ribbon cutting on a new day in so many people's lives. I would never miss this. Thank you. And one group that I really want to point out, the volunteers, the people who don't get paid, the ones that put of their own time to help people. You are the richest people in Pittsburgh, and it's an honor to be here with you.
A little short story, not atypical at all. When I went to school, I had absolutely no coursework, any exposure to alcohol and drugs treatment, recovery. When I got my first job, naturally I went to an agency that was treating people with alcohol and drug problems. And all I did was the things that I was taught in school, which seemed to be hopelessly inadequate to me. In fact, although my supervisor, who was a wonderful man, told me I was doing a great job, that I was absolutely empathic, I was restating, I was reframing, I also pointed out that people were still drinking and drugging, and it was very frustrating. Then I happened to notice that there were some people who were doing a heck of a lot better than I was. Those were people who were in our alcoholism program. In those days there were separate drug and alcohol programs. That's to give you an idea of how long I've been working. And I started to observe those guys, and I said, who are those guys? They said, well, they're two-hatters. And I said, what does that mean? Those are people who are in recovery in AA, and they're working with us in the health department. Stay away from those guys. They're cowboys, and they're really dangerous. Naturally, those were the guys that I was drawn to, and it turns out those were the people who taught me what it was about. They were the ones who were much more knowledgeable, much more effective, had a wonderful way of working with people, taught me about alcohol and drugs, and in fact, taught me about recovery. Most of those guys are dead now. Those are people who I owe a debt to. And throughout my education, those were the people I always acknowledged who did the best training of me, far better than any of the other things that I've done in my life. In fact, it's gratifying now to see that a lot of the science has caught up to where fellowship programs have been over the years. We understand much better how people get well. We had a pretty good idea of how people weren't well. We really didn't have much of an idea of how they got well. So it's important to remember that when people are in recovery, you shine a light on the rest of what we have done and, more importantly, what we haven't done. The message to carry forward is to people who actually aren't here. They're the people who make decisions, they're the people who fund the science, they're the people who need the help. So this is kind of like being in church, where you're preaching to the people who really got it. We'd like to be able to take the message to the people who actually don't have it yet. So we want to thank you, and we're very appreciative of the opportunity to be here with you today. So have a wonderful day.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming through the stripes and bright stars, through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we won was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, let's have the runners and walkers up here.
It's safe to say you're someone that I can't be around. All you ever wanna do is push me down. But I hope it's not too late, 'cause time to make a change. And can't rely on me, gonna have to rearrange. Gotta make a quick escape, or I'll never be okay. My new life starts today. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think you might be Satan, or simply God forsaken. You traded places with an angel on special occasions. When I might deserve this, and I brought it on myself. I should've known you wouldn't throw me down to hell. Hope it's not too late, 'cause time to make a change. And can't rely on me, I'm gonna have to rearrange. Gotta make a quick escape, or I'll never be okay. My new life starts today. Hope it's not too late, 'cause time to make a change. Can't rely on me, gonna have to rearrange. All God to set my mind, gotta leave 'em all behind. Right now, life starts today.
just finished the 5K walk run for the Message Carriers, Message of Hope, Message of Rehabilitation, 5K in beautiful Frick Park on this great day. October 4th, I turned 65 years old. I'm a 35-year-old, 65-year-old. So whatever I do, I always have 3 objectives. Get fit, learn something new, most importantly, have fun. I'm here today, rolling forward, have fun.
Everybody's encouraging everybody. Everybody's allowing people to know, listen, there's still resources out here. You got tables out here of different organizations that want you to come. So it's also, we also going fishing. We're going fishing to make sure that we make a better life for those that seek it. Cleanses your mind, cleanses your spirit, and you begin to talk to other people that may have more years clean than you that can help you through some of the tough times that you're going through right now. Again, it's a holistic approach. We come out here, it's not just a celebration that we want to celebrate. We do want to celebrate, but it's also, like I said, we're going fishing, bring those that may need some assistance. You know, a lot of families deal either themselves or their family member, their uncle member with alcoholism, drugs, or something like that. And we always have to remind people it's not just about how we incarcerate, it's how we rehabilitate. And that means that we always have to be advocates for rehabilitation and making sure that the state and the federal government is doing what's right to make sure that the resources are available.
A friend of mine asked me to start volunteering with Sojourner House about 8 or 9 years ago, and my sister's actually in recovery, and she's been clean for several years now, and knock on wood, you know, she's doing great. But she has a son who, when she was deep into her addiction, she pretty much gave him up and sent him to live with his dad and didn't see him for 20 years. And I always thought if she had a place like Sojourner House where addicted moms can live with their children while they're going through the rehab process, I always thought my sister, it would have been a different ballgame for her if she had a place like Sojourner House. So that's why I have a soft spot for this mission, and that's why I've supported it for as long as I have. That's why I work here and why I'll continue to support it for indefinitely. It's a great mission, and the mission of all the organizations here today, all their missions are fantastic, and which is why they're supporting this walk, this rally today.
I am actually the executive director of Message Carriers of Pennsylvania, and it's one of our initiatives to promote recovery awareness events such as the Rally for Recovery Walk Run. One of the things is we are really trying to educate not only those who are afflicted by active addiction, but those who are in long-term recovery like myself, as well as the general public, that recovery benefits us all. This year's theme is Join the Voices of Recovery, the many pathways to wellness. And everyone is not going to just attend, and we have people from 12-step groups and churches, faith-based. We're not going to tell someone the path they need to take. We believe that any time reduced usage, because there's Medicaid monitor treatment providers here also. We don't know what it'll take, but we want to create safer communities. And if that means reduced usage and reducing the criminality, we go for it. If it means that you go to church or go to a synagogue or go to a mosque, go for it. We're not here to dictate that. What we're here is to make sure that parity is available to those who need the services that they desire to get that pathway.
Message Carriers Telephone Recovery Support Helpline has been established as a source of information and support for individuals, families, and others in Allegheny County struggling with substance abuse.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. We all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. can feel the love you're needing. That you won't let show. Lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Lean on me. Oh, it won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Lean on me. Oh, it won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Message carriers, message carriers, message carriers, message carriers, message carriers, message carriers. After Hours Telephone Recovery Support Helpline, the number is 412-463-7006. Just call us if you need a friend. Call us. Call us if you need support. Call us. Call us if you need some help. Call us. Call us if you need support. Call us. Call us.
I don't know where you at in life, but wherever you at in life, you can turn it around if you choose.